This upcoming weekend, Top Rank Boxing has a really solid card for us, headlined by Josh Taylor and Teofimo Lopez. This will be for Josh Taylor's WBO World Super Lightweight title. This honestly should be for 3 other belts too, but he had to vacate some of them and get rid of them. But before we get more into this fight, welcome back to All It Takes No Whiffs. I'm Alex, and that's Christian. And to be honest, these guys are both coming off pretty controversial wins. You could say Teofimo Lopez lost his fight. I honestly think he lost that fight against Sandor
Yeah.
Martin. Sandor Martin was a dog in that fight. And then Josh Taylor against Josh Catterall. A lot of people have it 50-50. Honestly, I don't really know who won that fight. I would need to re-watch that fight. But saying that, both of these guys coming off controversial wins and are looking to prove that those wins were just not a fluke.
Yeah, in all honesty, I do think Josh Taylor also lost that fight. So both of these guys trying to make amends for their last fights. Honestly, I do think Teofimo more convincingly lost his last fight. So with that in mind, on top of losing to Kambosos before that, I think he's got way more to prove going into this because with Josh Taylor, I think he could definitely clean that up just with a rematch with Catterall for sure. He's in way deeper right here. This is a much more of a make or break fight for Teo. Honestly, it's make or break for both of these guys because big name, whoever wins this fight, obviously is they're gonna go a long way progress wise, I guess you could say, with this fight. And whoever loses it, they're gonna have to bounce back. So honestly, as y'all know, Teofimo Lopez, I don't dislike Teofimo Lopez. I dislike
You love his dad.
no, like I can't even play like that, man. Now that I'm thinking of Teofimo Senior, I want Teo to lose this fight, kinda. But yeah, no, it's just I do think he's got a toxic team around him, and it doesn't seem like he's done anything about it. So I don't know. I think that's definitely going to be a disadvantage for Teo. But at the same time, if Teo's on top of his game, he's a super talented fighter. I do think he brings in a skill set that's very versatile and effective. I think he's athletic. Obviously, he's young, so he's got a lot of tools in his favor if he's on top of his stuff. But I think his camp holds him back in a sense.
Oh yeah, and I 100% agree with you on that. And for Josh Taylor, I mean, I really, really like this guy to be honest. He's got really good technical skills, and one thing I really like him is his ring awareness is very good. So I think that's probably is what's going to take him over the top on this fight because I don't think Teofimo Lopez's ring awareness is as near as good as Josh Taylor's.
It's not. And honestly, Teo, I would say Teo does have some dog in him. Not nearly as much as Josh
Nah,
Taylor, though.
not even
No.
close. Not
The,
even
the,
close.
the waters that Josh Taylor has been in, like specifically against Regis Prograis with his freaking head, like he was growing a second head and ended up going for he got a very close split decision. That was just like some of the most dog I've seen in the past few years in a fighter. So Josh Taylor, obviously, if he is on top of his game, not coming in like he did in the Catterall fight, he's just gonna have a lot of things over Teofimo, in my opinion. And I'm pretty sure he has height and reach over him as well.
Yeah, Taylor's got the 2-inch height advantage, and then he's also got an inch on reach, which isn't too crazy, but it is a little of an advantage.
Yeah. And that's just another set of advantages on top of everything else, as we just said. So honestly, everything is in Josh Taylor's favor. I think Teo is definitely going to have to dig deep if he wants to come through with this win and become a world champion again. As far as for our official predictions, before I get into mine, what do you think, Alex?
Yeah, so I know Josh Taylor wants to end this fight. He said he's going to end this fight between the 6th and 8th round, but to be honest, I just don't see him stopping Lopez honestly that early, and I just honestly don't see him stopping him at all. I think that this is probably going to go to a decision, and it's probably going to be a unanimous decision in Taylor's favor. But honestly, I wouldn't honestly mind seeing a knockout. I mean, who wouldn't want to see a knockout? But I just think that if Taylor really wants a convincing win, I think that he needs to knock him out. But I think a decision is actually what's going to happen.
Yeah, I do think Lopez is sturdy enough to stay all 12, even though Taylor does bring good power behind his solid boxing, in my opinion. At the end of the day, Teofimo is a very high level boxer, even as much criticism as I give him. So he's gonna know what to do to in certain situations. And yeah, I think this is gonna be a competitive fight. To be honest, maybe it'll end up all three judges think Taylor wins this, but maybe not. I'm just gonna say decision for Taylor for sure, though. I think he's gonna edge Lopez out in a competitive fight. I don't know if it's gonna be as much of a dogfight as the Taylor Prograis fight, but it's gonna be a really good fight regardless. and the undercard as well. This is just going to be a really solid event overall this weekend. Cannot wait for that.
Oh yeah, you got Xander Zayas on the undercard, one guy
Mm-hmm.
who me and Christian are both super high on. You also got Henley Lebron, who's another upcoming prospect. Bruce Carrington, he's another upcoming prospect too. Jamaine Ortiz, he is another really solid boxer. He had his first loss not too long ago. Robson, Conceicao, I think that's how you say his name. He's also on this undercard too. So I mean,
Mm-hmm.
this undercard is just, or this card in general is just going to have a pretty good fight the entire night. So definitely tune into it because it's going to be a great night of boxing. Really a great day of boxing because we have covered 4 different cards for this week.
Oh yeah, without a doubt. This weekend is going to be action packed for sure, and I think this is the highlight of this weekend without a doubt. And if you guys are looking forward to what we have to say next week in the recap, go ahead and subscribe. Turn on notifications for when the video drops so you're in the loop for what we got to say. And be sure to like this video too because, any and all support goes a long way. We appreciate it very much. And definitely check out the socials as well before you go. And also, let us know in the comments down below, who do you think is going to win this fight, Josh Taylor or Teofimo Lopez, and how you think the fight is going to go. But really looking forward to this weekend of boxing. It's going to be a really entertaining one. But until then, peace.
Peace.